there. So when you see us music influencers on the internet sharing big revenue, big milestones, or the great lifestyle, like this one, you might think that it's perfect, that it's all roses and rainbows, but it's far from being the truth. So while I'm on my daily walk, let me share with you 5 things that other people on the internet, or I usually, don't normally share about what it is to actually build an audience and build a music business online. If we haven't met, my name is Aurélie, or PLV Music on social media, and since 2021, I've been building my own music business from 0 to 6 figures. I started from not even knowing what a DAW was, so I know a little bit. I have some experience. So point number 1, as you can see, I'm walking in the park in the middle of the day, it's like 3 p.m. It's awesome, but I'm alone. I'm all alone. And that's my first point. It's a very, very lonely job. You might see the 40,000 followers there and 50K there. Wow, that's great. But at the end of the day, you're still alone, talking to the camera or in your studio, making music, filming videos. So it is a lonely job. To be honest with you, I do miss social interactions, especially having colleagues that you can go to lunch with, or that beer social on Friday night, doing some activities in the weekends or in the evenings. That is something that I don't have because all my colleagues are just like all over the world. So the only social interactions that I really have with colleagues are like Zoom calls, and it's still alone in my bedroom having a call with someone. So again, it is very lonely and I do miss that. Obviously I wouldn't change it, but it is something to be aware of. And one thing that I'm doing to counter this is to actually building my own team. So if you didn't know, I currently work with 2 video editors. So we have Lucero, which is our long-form video editor for YouTube. Then we have Pisoni, who does the short-form video editing. And then recently we had Renee, who joined the team as a digital business manager. She's a wizard for everything that is like streamlining processes and making sure I don't do boring, repetitive tasks all the time. So she's automating a bunch of stuff, streamlining a lot of processes so that I have more time to make music for me or my clients, for doing the coaching sessions, for filming videos. It's all great. And then this week, actually in 2 days, we are welcoming a virtual assistant to do all the scheduling of the social media content, to help me with, again, repetitive tasks like in the back of the business, appointment scheduling, customer support, all that stuff. And it's been fun, honestly, like not being totally alone doing this and actually building a whole team around this. It's been really fun. So I know some people like to do it alone. I don't. I am very happy to build a team and I can't wait to grow it even more. All right, point number 2, and this one is a little bit tough to admit, but we're here to be honest. I do struggle with the fact that not all of my money is coming from my music directly. So what I mean by this is, not everything comes from like streaming royalties or music services or music coaching, like directly to like my music skills or knowledge. And I have a lot to say about it. It took me a long time to get good with it, to be okay with it. But yeah, it seems like most artists attach their worth to the amount of money that comes directly from their music itself. And it's such a limiting belief that holds so many of you guys or artists to actually make a full-time income and be able to live from it. It's because in this day and age, it's just like you have to be a touring artist with like millions and millions to do this. And even people that do this, like, Martin Garrix, Kygo and all, they still have other income sources. Garrix has merch. Kygo has a masterclass, Blanks as well. Jacob Collier, he has a Patreon, he runs a community membership. So everyone is looking into other income sources, not just income sources that are directly tied to their music. Obviously, they're at a different level, so it comes in different percentage, but that's kind of like the same principle that I want you to understand. And so, yeah, it took me some time to be okay with it, but at the end of the day, everything that I do is still related to music, and I love what I do, and I do good things for other people, so who the cares, right? All right, point number 3. It's been almost 5 years that I make videos online, yet I still struggle and I still feel heavily shy and procrastinate for hours every time I need to film videos. This one included. I spent like an hour in my studio looking onto like how to film with your iPhone and the right gear and all, because that was just procrastination. I'm just scared. So yeah, every time I have to film videos, my brain throws every excuses possible at me. Your battery is out. Your SD card is full. You need a better idea. No one cares about this video. Everything you can think of. Today I saw that my microphone was almost dead. I was like, oh, maybe I should wait and not go and like, charge it first. No, Arlie. You go, you do it, and that's it. But yeah, it just doesn't really go away, I think. People think it's easy for us because the end product looks good, but it still requires a huge amount of work and effort to be able to put this out. And that's kind of amount of work and effort, usually people aren't willing to do it. And that's the hard truth. Right now there's people following me, hearing me. I don't care, I'm still talking. Who would do that? Would you? So anyway, so far I've only found one way to get over this, and it's to truly know my why. Like, why am I doing this whole thing? Why am I waking up every day and working so hard? And if you want to figure out your why, I recommend this exercise from Dean Graziosi called the 7 Levels Deep exercise. It's from his book, Millionaire Habits. And that's actually the first exercise that I make all my students inside Music Reader do, because it's that important. So by doing this exercise, I found out that my why is that I hate to be useless. I want to be useful for people. I want to leave an impact. I want to leave a legacy. I want to have a positive impact on people's lives. So every time I feel like procrastinating or scrolling on my phone on the couch, I remind myself why I'm doing this, and I get my butt off the couch. And it works. By the way, if you're enjoying this kind of video where I go a bit more in depth in the behind the scenes and share things that normally people don't, let me know in the comments and I can make more, because there's more to share, to be honest. So any questions you might have, let me know and maybe I'll make a video about it. All right, point number 4, and this one is related to numbers because not everyone shares them. I do, down to the cent. But it is not for the faint of hearts, because in terms of salary, it is really up and down. There is no middle ground. You never know how much you're gonna make at the end of the month. And some months I can make 13K, 17K even, and the next I can make less than 3K. True story. I think it's what happened in April, it was 3K, and in May, 13K. Great. Now what I do to counter this a little bit is that instead of looking at my salary or my income in terms of months, like a monthly basis, like a 9-to-5 employee, which I used to do, is that I look at it on a quarterly or yearly basis. And every time when you average it on a quarter or the yearly basis, it actually is fine. Even if you have a worse month, it's still fine on average for the year. Obviously, if you do only 3K every month, it's gonna be a problem, but for me, it isn't right now. So far, it's been doing better to look at it this way. It's easier to handle the pressure mentally when you look at it on a yearly basis. All right, and now the last one, my favorite, is that most of the time, I have no idea what the I'm doing. I can only have my best guesses, like, oh, I think I'm gonna do this, or I think I'm gonna do that, or it's not really like, I think I'm gonna do this, it's like, I'm gonna do this, I think it's gonna work. But I don't know. Until I do it, I don't know. And that's what I've noticed being the most difference between the people who succeed or not, is that the people who do succeed, they don't give a they don't overthink, they just do. They do, they implement, and then they adapt over time. But if you just overthink, procrastinate because you want to have the best start, or the best first video, or making sure you have a plan, like, you're never gonna get started. I started with like a little bit of a plan, but not really. And even right now, it's like, what I'm currently doing right now, I have no idea if it's gonna work, if it's the right move or not. I'm just doing it, and we'll see. So yeah, since the beginning, I just do, learn, and adapt over time. That's it. So if these 5 things didn't scare you yet and you still want to become a music creator like myself, making a full-time income from your music passion, then you can join the waitlist for the cohort 3 of Music Creator. This is my signature program where I teach you everything I know to help you monetize your music skills and knowledge online to earn 5K per month, like me. So the link will be in the description, and in the meantime, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!